Students, family members, friends, faculty, and guests throughout the world, welcome to Northeastern State University's Fall 2020 Commencement for the College of Business and Technology, undergraduate students. My name is Debbie Landry, and I serve as Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Today, in addition to our fall candidates for graduation, we honor our spring and summer graduates who have chosen to participate in this ceremony. All spring and summer graduates were also recognized during a virtual ceremony in May. We want to particularly welcome guests and family members who are watching through our live streaming service. At this time, we ask those within the event center to rise for the national anthem sung by Joshua Bowling, a music education major at NSU. Joshua will be accompanied by the NSU Brass Quintet, Timmy Caputo, trumpet, Jackson Washburn, trumpet, Denario Schultz, horn, Lily Lewis, trombone, and Dylan Ward, tuba. Ms. Jamie Combs, a faculty member in the special education program, will serve as our interpreter for this ceremony.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. It is now my honor to introduce Northeastern State University's 19th president, Dr. Steve Turner, who will extend his greetings.
Good morning. I'm going to shift over a little bit. Flexibility is the key, right, in a COVID-19 environment, so I want to make sure I can see all of you. Good morning, and welcome to the third of 5 commencement ceremonies in December of 2020. I want to say congratulations to the degree candidates from the College of Business and Technology. We're so glad that you're here. Your class, more than any in any recent history, has gone through more since March than, as I said, to any other class. And I just want to say thank you for what you've done. Thank you for being here today. And let me just say also to your families that are connecting via live stream, we're sorry that you can't be here, but again, so many things have changed. But good morning and welcome to all of you. You can look around, and of course, the NSU green and then the red poinsettias bring on the colors of the season. This morning, as you got here, there was somebody that greeted you in the parking lot. Parking attendants, there were campus police, there were ushers, there's people today with cameras, there are folks around running the sound. So although we can't have the event center full, for those of us that are here, we've been touched by a lot of volunteers, staff persons. So if you're one of those folks that have worked to make today possible, raise your hand and let's say thank you to these folks for their part in this weekend's commencement ceremonies. I mentioned your families just a moment ago, and I expect that as you're here on the floor and you've had the opportunity perhaps to ponder your life up to this point or elements or what this day means to you, it's a big deal, and it's a big deal to your family and friends. I know that you did not get here by yourself. There are those that have loved and cared for you, parents, grandparents, husbands, wives, sisters, brothers, and some of you, your children. So this is also a celebration of your family, your best friends, and now your peers. So let's say thanks to our families. This will be recorded. Let's make a lot of noise to say thank you to our families for their contribution. There you go. Generally, we have more folks on the stage, but with the CDC protocols, we're only having those on the stage that have a speaking role, and as you can see, like you, we're spread out. But I do want to introduce the 4 cabinet members who are over the 4 divisions that help with the smooth operation of the institution on a day-to-day basis. Earlier, you met Dr. Debbie Landry, the Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Landry. Next, we have Dr. Jared Freeman on my right, Vice President of Student Affairs. You're going to have to spin around to see these two way up on the left. We have Christy Lansall, who's waving, the Vice President for Administration and Finance. And next to her, Mr. Dan Mayberry, Vice President of University Relations. So thank you to each of them for what you've done and what you do, but especially the many, many hours you've worked to address the COVID concerns. So thank you very much. So to you graduates, some perhaps from May of 2020 or the summer, or those of you from December, everything is different in a COVID-19 world. Everything is different. And when I say that, different is not always good. Different is not always good. I think we would all prefer to be in this facility with 4,500 folks that are cheering you on. I think that we would have preferred not to have to pivot many courses to an online or VCM format. I think we would have preferred, and I personally would have preferred, to be able to spend Thanksgiving with my father, who's up in years, but who's also very vulnerable. I would have preferred to have larger get-togethers in our home. It can't happen. So different is not always good. But I also know that right now we're kind of in that new normal. And we're about 10 months in, and it appears that we have about 5 more months. So the plus side is I really believe we're on the backside of this terrible virus. But what I want to say to you is the coronavirus has taken away many of our normal activities, but it cannot take away your accomplishments, nor our zeal to recognize and celebrate your accomplishments. May graduates, you'll recall decades from now that you were the first ever virtual graduates. December graduates, someday you will tell your great-great-grandchildren that you are the masked graduates. All of you have overcome difficulties not experienced in our nation since 1918. The Spanish flu, the pandemic. History records in that period of time, 1917, 1918, that 7,000 Oklahomans died. Not since then has our state, our nation, our world experienced such a coronavirus. What I would say, though, to you, to those of you that have persevered, you're strong, tenacious, and committed. My hope and prayer is that you will do great things as you leave here, and that you will continue to do your part to stay safe and healthy and to protect the health and safety of others. Thank you for being here. It's my honor to join you, and I'm so proud of your accomplishments. Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Jared Freeman, and I serve as the Vice President for Student Affairs. This time, we wish to recognize outstanding students at Northeastern State University. The Riverhawks Initiating Service and Engagement, known as RISE, is a 4-year scholarship program designed to develop leadership skills through community service and civic engagement. RISE scholars maintain high academic standards, fulfill service hour requirements, and organize university-sponsored service events. In this ceremony, we will recognize one graduating RISE scholar. Will Colton Hunter Lynn please stand? Colton is a management major from Bloomington, Indiana. Please join me in recognizing Colton. Thank you, Colton, for your service to NSU and the community. You may be seated. Our next recognition is a member of the President's Leadership Class. Will Kerrigan Bradley please come forward to the right side of the stage? Established in 1974, the President's Leadership Class is a unique leadership and scholarship program designed to cultivate outstanding potential and proven student leaders. During their time at Northeastern, PLC students are immersed in a program focused on development of leadership skills and civic engagement. At this ceremony, we recognize Kerrigan Bradley, a marketing major from Fort Gibson. Kerrigan, please come forward to accept your PLC certificate from President Turner.
Our final recognition is for students with grade point average honors. Undergraduate honors students wear paired cords that are green with white, silver, or gold, depending on the recognition. The names of the fall 2020 honor graduates and the grade point average qualifications for undergraduate honors are in your program. These students will be recognized individually as they cross the stage. Please join me in recognizing our fall 2020 cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude honor students. Honor graduates, please stand. Thank you. Please be seated.
It's a pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Kimberly Teehee, the Cherokee Nation's first designated congressional delegate and a former White House staff member, serving as senior policy advisor for Native American affairs during the Obama administration. While at the White House, Kim was instrumental in securing the reauthorization of the Violence Against Women Act. She has served her country and tribe in various roles, including Vice President and Director of Cherokee Nation Businesses. Kim has been recognized with multiple awards, including Pinnacle Woman of the Year, Journal Record Woman of the Year, and most recently in 2020, Time Magazine's top 16 equality activists fighting for a more equal America. Kim graduated from NSU in 1991 with a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science and earned her Juris Doctorate degree from the University of Iowa College of Law. This year, she is serving as NSU Sequoia Fellow and was recognized as one of NSU's distinguished alumni earlier this fall. While Kim is unable to be here, she was able to record her remarks earlier this week. I will direct your attention to the monitors at the center of the stage for her commencement address.
OCO, I am Kimberly Teehee, Cherokee Nation Delegate to Congress and Director of Government Relations for the Cherokee Nation, the largest tribal nation in America. I am also the 2020 Sequoia Fellow here at NSU, and more importantly, I am an alumnus of this wonderful institution. I've sat directly in the same seats as you, and I've gone to class, made good grades, was worried about making money and waiting to start a new life chapter. More than anything, though, I was inspired and excited about the world and what I could achieve in it. One thing I never experienced, and I am in absolute awe that you have been able to navigate so deftly, is the new now and the reality of COVID-19. I know losing the past year and your senior experience is not something anybody had planned, but it'll definitely affect your lives forever and something that you will never, ever forget. Life is unpredictable, and we are living that truth now. Who could have ever imagined 2020 would end like this? We are seeing tremendous suffering from many people and witnessing firsthand some of the disparities in our communities, like food security, access to health care, and being able to connect with the larger world via computer and phone access. I am reminded of a quote from my mentor, the late Cherokee Nation Chief Wilma Mankiller. 35 years ago this month, she was sworn in as the first female principal chief of the Cherokee Nation. She laid the foundation for the success that the tribe is seeing today. I was proud to work for her as an intern and proud to call her my dear friend. She was a person I learned so much from about personal responsibility and work ethic. She said, "Cows run away from the storm while the buffalo charges toward it, and it gets through it quicker. Whenever I'm confronted with a tough challenge, I do not prolong the torment. I become the buffalo. I become the buffalo." Today, we are facing a major storm. Actually, the pandemic-fueled socioeconomic reality that is more like an F5 tornado instead of a thunderstorm. And how you respond to it is telling. This is hard. There is no getting around that fact. Which will you be? Will you run away, or will you run into the fray? This epic challenge can be used to your advantage. Because you are running into the storm, you are gaining invaluable skills in creativity and flexibility. You are learning fluidity by adapting on the fly and executing tough objectives. All these skills are vital in the modern workplace and will be critical in your future. All of the things you have been through up to this point make you who you are. And the best part is you're just getting started. As you move on from this place and the NSU campus, you will embark on your next step. It may feel like it's going too fast, but evolution is good. You may not land your dream job right away, and that's okay, because hard work and paying dues are part of the process. That's another lesson I learned from Chief Mankiller. First jobs aren't forever, and your first job will not be the perfect job. First jobs will only be the fraction of your career. It doesn't mean you're wasting your time. You can start anywhere and ultimately get where you want to be. Your career and your life are absolutely affected by countless unknown events. A life partner with his or her own opportunity, a sick parent, child, or grandparent, or an interest that turns into a business venture. I'm still learning those lessons myself. I've lived in Washington, D.C., worked in Congress and the White House, and shaped national Native American policy in America at its highest level. I love being in Washington, and I love being in a role where a Cherokee woman can have a positive and direct influence on some of the most important people in the world. But I moved home 6 years ago because I wanted to be with my family and work for my people. My heart always wanted to come back to Northeast Oklahoma. Under current Principal Chief Chuck Hoskin Jr., I have been blessed with a new challenge, a once-in-a-lifetime chance. Fulfilling a negotiated treaty right, Chief Hoskin named me Cherokee Nation's delegate to the U.S. Congress. It's a role that has been guaranteed in multiple treaties signed with the United States from 1785, 1835, and 1866, as well as our own tribal constitution. However, the role was never fulfilled until last year. Chief Hoskin's nomination of me as our delegate to Congress was the first step in a long journey that we are working diligently toward getting this position seated. More than anything, I'm proud. I'm proud to represent my tribe, my college, and my family. I'm especially proud because hopefully other little girls across the Cherokee Nation reservation can see themselves in me. They can see a girl from a community like Claremore, Oklahoma, and whose roots are in Stillwell, who went to college in Tahlequah and today has an historic prospect awaiting her in Washington, D.C. They can see somebody just like themselves and aspire to be something bigger. I want those little girls, and I want each one of you here today to know that any achievement is possible. Growing up, my dad always said, "The sky's the limit, so soar like an eagle." To this day, he reminds me of this. To me, it feels like just yesterday when I was your age, in my early 20s. That version of me did not know she would be working with presidents, congressmen, and chiefs of tribal nations, that she herself one day would be a delegate to Congress. One thing I should tell you, though, is that I prepared for success while I was at NSU. And I encourage you to prepare for and celebrate your successes and to pursue your passions with fervor. For me, I love public policy development and making the lives of Cherokees and all Indian people across the country better. So I pursued leadership roles in Native affairs. I pursued it with a passion and a laser commitment because it is important to me. This means being proactive, assertive, and building the narrative around the issue I'm trying to address. And I've loved every minute, and I still do. It doesn't mean I don't still face challenges and struggles. We all face adversity. We all face storms. But it is how you respond to those storms that define you. Will you run away or toward that storm? I have lost battles from time to time, but I persevere and have learned from those experiences. They strengthened me and made me even more determined. For me, true failure is not losing a policy battle. True failure would be that I never even tried to make a difference in this world, that I never stood up for the ideals and the people that I value, that I never ran toward the storm. So I'll simply say this: become the buffalo, or as we say in Cherokee, yonce. True failure is cheating yourself out of what you are capable of. Always believe in yourself and your innate abilities, and don't get discouraged, at least for very long, because it is the challenges you overcome that will provide your greatest strength and greatest reward. NSU was and will always be a deeply important place to me. Our lives are a compilation of our memories. Both you and I have distinct mental snapshots of our time on this campus and our experiences in the Tahlequah community. You will experience new chapters after you move on from these halls, and you will make new memories that will mold you and help shape you into the person you are meant to be. I can't wait to see the paths that you blaze. Is there another Wilma Mankiller or Kim Teehee out there in the audience today? Somebody who will stand on the foundation that's been established and raise the bar higher. I hope so. I hope your journey and path leads you someplace special. Our travels in and around this part of Oklahoma usually cross many, many times. So until our paths cross again,
Wonderful message, right? I hope that Kim will be able to connect with the recorded live stream. But what a wonderful message. Be the buffalo. And then again, you heard her ending that says, until we meet again. In the near future, I'll be presenting her a gift. And if you can see, I have the official office, the seal of the institution, or the office of the president. And for those of you that can't see the medallion, you can see the gonfalons behind me. And notice two dates. In the center, really on my right, is the date 1846, and at the bottom is 1909. Those two dates are very purposeful because 1846 stands for November 26, 1846, when the Cherokee Council passed the act that ultimately created the Cherokee Female Seminaries. And at the bottom is 1909, which is for March 6, 1909, when we became a public college at that time, and then a teacher's college, and then a university. So when Kim and I are able to meet together, I will share this with her so that she will have a medallion to keep and share with her loved ones in the future. One more time, let's say thank you to Ms. Kim Teehee for a wonderful message to you today.
It is time to present candidates for baccalaureate degrees. Each candidate will be recognized on stage, and after all candidates are recognized individually, President Turner will confer degrees. Dr. Janet Buzzard will present the candidates and announce names. Faculty, at this time, I will ask if you concur with these recommendations for degrees. If so, please rise. Thank you. Please be seated.
Good morning. I'm Janet Buzzard, Dean of the College of Business and Technology. President Turner, I'm pleased to present these candidates upon whom the baccalaureate degree will be conferred. Baccalaureate candidates, please come forward. Kerrigan Bradley, cum laude. Samantha Warfel. Jessica Durham. Jesse Reagan. Anna Ramos. Alla Fadeev. Wadaya Alzaki. Mohammed Al-Ghamdi. William Braden Wheeler. Brittany Baudet. Victoria Hare. Okay. Christian Fairchild, summa cum laude. Sarah Horton. Morgan Powell. Peter Tao, cum laude. Christy Cates. George Morales, cum laude. Ian O'Gwen. Shaylee Morgan, magna cum laude. Sandy Lee, summa cum laude. Brandy Rochelle Sanders, magna cum laude. Caleb Smith. Brianna Goss. Corey Holzapple, summa cum laude. Ethan Autry. Michael Wayne Ford. Jesse Asinagwan. Taylor Anderson Green. Juliana Cruz, magna cum laude. Joshua Stroud. Heather Kennard. Haley Hart. Ethan Schaefer. Kaylee Johnson. Kelly Robinson. Elizabeth Stillwell. Kimberly Smith. Sylvia Termero. Sultan Al-Matari. Abdullah Fahed Al-Matari. Rebecca McLean. Sarah Holcomb, magna cum laude. Chelsea Mize. Stephanie Ray Airy. Katie Bogard. Susan Hall. Brandon Rutledge. Madison Mosby. Octavio Carrillo, magna cum laude. Matthew A. Gray, magna cum laude. Joella K. Burr. Megan Doss. Tewo Sokan. Zacchaeus Johnson. Lane Yoder. Trayvon Overstreet. Kelly Coes. Laura Webster. Michael Scott. Reva Loving, summa cum laude. Sheila Ullin. Corbin Crisp, magna cum laude.
Students, it is time for the conferring of degrees. Will all baccalaureate degree candidates please rise? President Turner, pending the results of a final degree audit, I certify that the candidates standing before you have completed all requirements for the baccalaureate degree respectively, and I recommend that the degree to which they are individually entitled be conferred.
Thank you, Dr. Landry. Consistent with the statutes of the state of Oklahoma, the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education, and the Board of Regents of the Regional University System of Oklahoma, and by the authority vested in me by the state of Oklahoma, it is my pleasure to confer upon each of you the baccalaureate degree as printed in the program with all of the rights, ranks, privileges, and responsibilities such a degree carries among scholars. Congratulations. Graduates, now the good part, other than hearing your name called, right? There's a tradition in higher education that signifies the passage from being a student candidate for graduation to becoming a graduate. At this time, please move your tassels from the right side to the left side. Please be seated for a few more moments.
Graduates, as you know, Northeastern State University has a long history of service to Oklahoma. Our alumni have accomplished great things in their professional and personal lives. Today, you're joining this distinguished group, and we are your partner as you begin this chapter in your life. Here to explain the benefits of membership in the Alumni Association is Daniel Johnson, NSU's Director of Alumni Relations.
Thank you. You know, just mere moments ago, President Turner conferred upon you the baccalaureate degree. And as you'll recall, he said that with that baccalaureate degree came certain rights, ranks, privileges, and responsibilities. And in the brief time that I have with you today, I would like to expand on those rights, ranks, privileges, and responsibilities. Because of your efforts and perseverance over the last number of years, you have earned the right to call yourself a graduate of Northeastern State University. And today you have joined a family of over 60,000 living alumni who make up what we refer to as the Green and White Network. And because you've earned this right to call yourself an NSU alumnus, the Alumni Association will always strive to keep you connected with NSU and with each other. Rights, ranks, privileges, and responsibilities. You and your fellow graduates today have earned the rank of a Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Business Administration. And in so doing, you have done something that roughly only a third of the U.S. population has done in earning a college degree. And because of that, more doors will be open to you. You'll have access to greater opportunities. And of course, there are no givens in life, but you have certainly positioned yourself for success in the coming days because of your rank. You can imagine the privileges that come with the degree that you now carry, but I want to specifically focus on the privilege of becoming an Alumni Association member. Alumni Association members are entitled to perks and benefits like exclusive invitations, discount rates on insurance and health care. And through our Green and White Perks program, you can save real money on everything from shopping to entertainment, travel, and more. And I truly hope that you will take advantage of the privilege of staying connected with NSU through Alumni Association membership. Rights, ranks, privileges, and the most important one, responsibilities. As a Northeastern State graduate, you now share in the responsibility of adding value to the NSU degree. Adding value to the NSU degree. You may be wondering, how are you going to do this? Let me give you 4 ways to consider. First, become excellent at what you do. Second, be worth more than you cost. Third, do what you say you're going to do. And last, outwork everyone. If you do these 4 things, you will certainly be upholding the responsibility of adding value to the NSU degree. Those who have been a part of your journey to get here today are undoubtedly proud of what you've accomplished, and you yourself should feel pride in what you have done. Now, as you close this chapter on your time at NSU, show your pride by living your life in such a way that you fulfill the promise of your college degree. Your degree from Northeastern State University, with all its rights, ranks, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations, greener days are ahead, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. As we come to the close of our ceremony, please listen carefully to these directions to facilitate a safe and smooth exit from the arena. In just a moment, we will ask you to stand for the NSU Alma Mater. Freeman de Graffenried, a criminal justice major, will sing the Alma Mater first in Cherokee, recognizing NSU's historical significance as the Cherokee National Female Seminary. Then we ask all audience members to join music education major Lacey Franklin in singing the English lyrics. Both Freeman and Lacey will be accompanied by the NSU Brass Quintet. Following the Alma Mater, ushers will guide students out, alternating rows through the east and west entrances of the arena and outside. Faculty and the platform party will be dismissed after graduates have left the arena. Now, please stand for the Alma Mater.
Digi squadagigi nico hilages esti adela quosti ale do you go die ani jalagi nida yodalena ijigi una della costi jala quodesti
Our alma mater, forever may you live. Knowledge and freedom, with truth you gladly give. Roots from the Cherokees and promises for our future. Oh, northeastern states, we shall honor you.